Hello, in this Dart programming video, I am going to show you exception handling. This is going to compose of a few videos, and the first one is just a simple introduction into the try catch block. So what is exception handling? Basically handling something that might crash your application that you know could happen. So for example, if I have int num1 equals 10 and I have int num2 equals 0. So imagine if we have a graphical user interface, we have text boxes, we are getting two numbers from the user, maybe it's a calculator, and we want to print out the result. So we want to print out num1 divided by num2. We get infinity. And the problem with this is it's not infinity. It should crash your application. Dart doesn't really, but basically, there is a problem here, and some sort of error will be, initiated. You can also do the tilde / which is the remainder, and this actually picks up. This actually produces an exception. Uncaught exception. Unsupported operation. Result of truncating division is infinity. So we get this has actually crashed our application. So we can handle this by putting a try block, some curly braces, and this is basically saying we need a catch as well. So we just need to put catch, space, open close brackets. Forget about that dot, that was a mistake by me. And we just call this error. So this is the error that we're catching, and we'll print out the error. So this is just saying, try this bit of code. If it works, great. Don't initiate this code if it works. If it doesn't, for whatever reason, if it crashes it, fall back to this. And if I was to put this inside of here now, you will see that the application doesn't crash. And to prove it doesn't crash, I will have some code run here. I'll say end of application. So if I run that, so it says unsupported operation, result of truncating division is infinity. I'm thinking it's the same error. That is because it's been caught here. So if I was to comment that out, that's no longer there now. That is the reason why that is there. If, however, I change this to a 6, for example, none of this is initiated. So this has, shown us how many times 6 goes into 10. I think I might have said remainder. If I did, I apologize for that. So this has caught the exception. This code is never triggered. It's only triggered if there is something in here that you try that tries to crash your application. Okay, you might be thinking, Farhan, where would I want to use this outside of something to do with division by 0? Another use case is if you're opening a file, like a text file, for example, for maybe saving high scores in the game. Maybe that text file don't exist. Maybe it's on PC. The user can, access the text, the directory and delete it. So for that scenario, that could potentially crash the application as well if there's a file that doesn't exist. The catch part doesn't have to necessarily print out the error. It could maybe say something to the user, please reinstall your application on your game, or you could actually just create a fresh new file with default values, maybe for the high score 0, for example. So that's a try catch block. Of the next few videos, I want to go into more depth of exception handling. It is really useful, and it will save you a lot of time in the future if you incorporate exception handling as you are going along. That's it. If you have any questions, feel free to pop me a message, and as usual, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.